Creating an adaptive release rule for an assessment. In this example, we are using a content area titled Chapter 2. In this content area, we have an item titled Chapter 2 Test. We would like to create an adaptive release rule for the Chapter 2 test. So we're going to hover on the Chapter 2 test, and you notice next to the title there's an arrow that points down. We're going to click on that arrow, and we get another menu that pops up that gives us some other options that we can do with this content item. In this example, we are going to use a regular or basic adaptive release. You notice there is an advanced adaptive release. We will talk more about the advanced adaptive release in our silver level courses or later on. We're going to click on the regular adaptive release or the basic adaptive release, and we're going to release our content either by date, by membership, by grade, or by review status. In this example, I want the students to score at least a grade of an 80 on a particular assignment before they're shown the actual test, or they can take the test. So I'm going to unselect the checks next to the date by just clicking on the check marks, and I'm going to scroll down. If I want to release this content just to particular students or groups, I can click Browse and release that content to those students. Or I could scroll down and do it by grade based upon a column that I already have in my grade book. So in this example, I want to find the Chapter 2 or assignment number 2. And I want a percentage of at least an 80 or higher. So this says less than or equal to. I want it to be greater than or equal to, and I want a grade of an 80. An example where you might use a less than or equal to is if it was lower than something, you might actually have them go back and review a tutorial or another assignment so they could score a higher grade. But in this example, we want them to score a grade so they can go on and take the assessment. So I typed in 80, and I changed it. I clicked on percent and greater than or equal to. I can scroll down. The review status basically puts a message indicating that the participant has actually reviewed that particular item. In this example, we are not going to have a review status. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click Submit. You'll notice for the Chapter 2 test, it says Enabled Adaptive Release. That means there is at least one adaptive release rule. We could have applied several adaptive release rules in this particular item. In the advanced, you can actually choose multiple items and set different release rules. Again, we will talk about the advanced in our silver level course. This is the end of this tutorial. Thank you.